Hello everyone and welcome back or welcome to Morgan Mirror Studios and the maybe long if you were waiting on this a while, very highly anticipated Emporio walkthrough. I have been a little under the weather recently, so if I sound like a lawnmower that's starting up or something, or if I randomly start coughing in this video, I'm sorry and that's why. But anyways, here we're starting out with the sketch, just getting the main shapes of Emporio's face. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to gather plenty of references. The references get plenty of different angles. Make sure to get close-ups of certain pattern in his fur, like the dapple, darker points that he has, to make sure you include all the detail when you're trying to draw something in your own style or something, anything. Oh, there's my beautiful head. But for this horse, he had a very thick neck, a rather somewhat triangular head, somewhat small nose, and he had that beautiful little lumpy bridge above his nose that horses like Andalusians have. So you're going to want to make sure to include that. Make sure to get his expression and like his vibe. Make sure to get that into the sketch. Make sure to get the ears shaped right, and make sure to get the nostrils right. For me, the eyes are one of the most important parts because the eyes house the character. It's like the mirror to the soul. So you really want to make sure to get that. For his pose, I chose to reference this photo here, and I had to use several others. And when you are drawing these, definitely do a couple practice drawings, because at first it's like, I don't really know what I'm doing, honestly, so I do a couple practice drawings and make sure to get what I want, and sometimes practice drawings end up being screw-ups too, but just go until you have it. It's okay. Drawing takes a while, you know. For his shoulders, you're really going to want to look at that reference photo because Emporio has those big, super big, wide, powerful shoulders. So you're going to want to make sure to look closely at that reference photo to make sure you include that in your drawing, as well as his beautiful thick neck. And here I am starting in on the nostrils, getting it nice and dark on the edges so they stand out, since his muzzle is dark and it is not light, since he does not have any face markings, no white. And here I am going to start working on his eye. I need to make sure that I get his expression right, so I'm going to put several reference photos of his eye up there for you guys to look at and to watch this process. If you look into his eyes, he kind of has that kind, gentle gaze in his eyes, like that little loving gaze, so you're going to want to make sure to incorporate that expression in the drawing. Next, we're going to start in on the ears and get that nice dark point in the center of the ear. His ear is pretty similar to a lot of other horses' ears, but still look at a picture for reference. So, make a dark part in the center. It's like where the center of all the little fuzzies, it's where they all kiss, and then at the bottom, it's dark and it goes into the base of the ear, and it also has that same dark spot at the tip, and it's also dark on the outside. So you're going to want to make sure to darken it up and then just like leave the part that originally wasn't colored and just lightly fill it in. And on the other ear that is pointed outwards, just draw some little gray fuzzies to make sure that that hair shows up in it as well. The next part of the drawing here is kind of a big part. You're starting on the muzzle. The muzzle is always the first part of the drawing that I shade in, since usually it is the darkest spot. So first, you're going to want to get some of the darker spots of the muzzle in place. Like, you're going to want to get those creases shaded in nice and dark around his nose. And then you're kind of just going to make it a little lighter so you can see all those little details up in there. Next, you're going to want to shade in the bottom of the nose as well, making that little lighter spot on the outside of his nostril, so it looks like his nostril sticks out a little bit more. So you're going to basically repeat those steps for the rest of the nose until the muzzle is shaded in, making sure to get lighter as you go up. For his muzzle, he kind of has that little woo, like that little M shape where it's dark to light. So you're going to want to make sure to do that. Get his little chin and get his little lip, making sure your details stand out. And here is where I'm going to wrap up our first part. Once again, sorry this took so long to get out, but happy holidays. Stay tuned for part 2, where we will continue this drawing together.